yesterday and some
This call is now being recorded.
see who have joined new today. We will be talking about accident and emergency department. Now, this is a very, very important department from the hospital's perspective because it is the first point of contact. It is a contact during emergency. There is criticality of life and death involved here, and it requires fast actions. So everyone has to be aware of what is the roles and responsibility, and this has to function all the time. So it makes or breaks the image of a hospital. So it becomes very important that we understand the details of this department and try and imagine if some of us who have not worked, I'm sure in this, all those who are attending, not there must be people who have not worked in this department. So don't worry. When we discuss these things and we go slow, it will keep, you'll keep understanding what a department is doing. So, anyone who has worked in the department of accident emergency,
Obviously, sir, as a surgeon, I have worked there initially also and later on also.
so apart from sir, anyone else has worked in this department in any capacity?
I am also sir serving accident and emergency department.
Who's that?
Colonel
Colonel Pawan Sukla.
P.K.
Acha,
Shukla sir.
okay, okay, good. Anyone else? Anyone from the nursing side?
Hello, sir. This is Dr. Madhusri here. I have worked in emergency from past more than 10 years now. I'm actually an MD in emergency medicine.
So you should be the one who should be taking this session. You are our expert, and we will refer to you for our expert opinion. वो third empire होता है ना T20 में. So
Sir.
you will be our expert opinion for the day. Good, very nice. Anyone else? In any capacity, anyone has been working in accident emergency? Anyone from the nursing side, paramedical side? Don't worry, I won't ask questions. Okay.
That's the
Yes,
problem, sir.
have
So,
BMC
sir, Sarita,
radiology.
have you joined today? Sarita. Sarita is not here today.
Somebody said radiology.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Surbhi.
So what have you worked as?
Sir, I have worked as a X-ray technician in the hospital.
Very good. So I'm sure you would have had some interface in the accident emergency also. So we have by now a person who has worked in
Yes, sir.
terms of diagnostic. We have one who has worked from the emergency department point of view. We have a surgeon who has worked here. Anyone else who has worked in this department? I'm sure any and every healthcare professional works in this department. I will not be able to believe it if someone says that I have not worked and I am from the hospital. So, anyone else who has worked in the hospital? How about Sangeeta, Shalini, Shivangi, Shraddha? You guys are what background?
Sir, I am a dentist.
Okay,
Sir, not exactly accident and emergency, but I have assisted some of the dental emergencies.
dental emergencies. Okay,
Yes, sir. Hmm.
and how about Shraddha, Sangeeta?
I am a quality
Yeah,
manager at Ananta Hospital, Ahmedabad.
you worked in hospital in Ahmedabad. Okay,
Yes.
so what were you working? Have you worked in emergency?
Not working in the emergency, but I am working in the quality department. That's why I observed the
Okay.
emergency department.
So there is an observer also we have from the quality perspective. I'm sure there are a lot of outcome indicators you would have seen from accident emergency which are emerging, right? So I'm still to get somebody from the nursing side. Nobody? Okay, fine. So if we have, I'm sure there are others also who have worked. Let us see how we keep moving. Where we'll so the emergency department is actually speaking is the hospital's front door. It's like that pressure, the pressure valve, which can be, that lid which is always on a tender hook all the time. It's a crisis center, if you understand. I request people to switch off their mics in case they're on. So it's a crisis center, and it is somewhere where it is the risk zone is very high, and it is all the time and at any given point in time. So a front door, a pressure valve, a crisis center, and a risk zone, all at the same time. Now that is where this criticality of this department comes into place. So what we if you see anyone who can tell me what happens in the first 10 minutes. Now these are the people who have worked in the department. I would request them to give their expert opinion subsequently. I would ask people who have visited the accident emergency with somebody, or as part of, care being provided, or as a visitor, in whichever capacity. What do you observe in the first 10 minutes of an emergency patient arriving in a hospital? What happens there? ये तो पिक्चर में भी देखा होगा जिन्होंने काम नहीं किया ग्राउंड पे भी. सो पहले 10 मिनट में
Sir,
जब emergency.
vital stabilization.
No,
First,
just a second. Hear me out first. What happens in the first 10 minutes of an emergency patient arriving in a hospital? I want answers from people who have, now that four people have experts, apart from these experts who are there on, who have not worked in the department at any point in time. So, what is your opinion about it? I want to involve those who have not worked so that they should not feel left out. Yes, please.
so first most thing that doctor do is vital stabilization of the patient, checking the vitals and stabilizing the airway, breathing, and circulation.
Okay.
Initial phase, and
Provide first aid treatment to the patient.
Wait, one by one. We were, who was talking? Shivangi.
yes, sir.
Yeah, Shivangi. First, you complete.
And the work that is initiated in the initial 10 minute, is not lethargic or slow. It's always a rushed in a rushed way. That means as fast as possible they want to stabilize the things.
So, can you break down the activities?
Sir, ABC is the basic stabilization: airway, breathing, and circulation. So
Okay.
first of all, the airway is maintained, breathing and vitals are checked, and circulation, if there is any hemorrhage, that is stabilized.
Okay. Okay. And now, Shweta wanted to say something.
Sir, whenever we admit or receive a accidental case or any kind of accident, it may be a road accident or burn case, we should first aid to provide first aid treatment to that patient.
Okay. Okay. So, first aid is what you think. And she said that ABC is to be provided first. Okay. Anyone else? What are the activities you think in first 10 minutes happen in accident emergency when an emergency patient comes? Yes,
Inform to
please.
their,
If you have raised your hand, somebody has raised, please go ahead.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Can I speak in Hindi?
हाँ बिल्कुल बोलो. Hindi is
Okay,
our
sir.
मातृभाषा. You have got full right to speak, Sangam.
ओके सर. सर जैसे पेशेंट आएगा सबसे पहले हमें कॉल फॉर हेल्प करना है. हेल्प के लिए इन्फॉर्म करना है ताकि जो डॉक्टर्स हैं या बाकी जो भी पेशेंट से रिलेटेड स्टाफ है सब वहाँ पे आ जाएंगे. फिर 1 पर्सन रिपोर्ट करेगा अगर लीगल केस है, और डॉक्टर पेशेंट का वाइटल्स और वो जो भी सिचुएशन है वो देखेंगे. जो भी ऑर्डर देंगे वो सब फॉलो किए जाएंगे. और हमें पेशेंट की सेफ्टी फर्स्टली देखनी है. पेशेंट को शिफ्ट करना है या कैटेगराइज करना है कि ग्रीन, येलो या फिर रेड एरिया, जो भी सिचुएशन होगी उसके अकॉर्डिंग पेशेंट का ट्रीटमेंट स्टार्ट किया जाएगा.
Okay. So, what is your background, Sangam, if your name is?
यस सर संगम।
What's your Sangam? What's your background? आपका क्या बैकग्राउंड है?
सर बीएससी नर्सिंग ग्रेजुएशन।
तो मैं इतनी देर से नर्सिंग पूछ रहा था तो क्यों नहीं बोली?
सर अभी ज्वाइन किया जस्ट मैंने बीच
अच्छा,
में मिड में।
सो गुड। आपने इमरजेंसी में काम किया है?
यस सर इमरजेंसी ओटी में वर्क किया है।
ओके, गुड गुड। तो ठीक है, some points Sangam has brought out. Anyone else wants to add?
Sir, can I go?
नहीं नहीं सर, not as yet.
Good evening,
sir.
अगर
Good
आपका
evening,
गो
sir.
कर दिया तो बाकी
While
सब
you read the last one, I suppose.
शांत हो जाते हैं, इसलिए आपका गो लास्ट में आएगा सर। Yes, who was wanting to speak?
सर मेरा नाम वंदिता है, मैं रायपुर छत्तीसगढ़ से हूँ। मैं पिछले 6 साल से फ्रंट डेस्क एग्जीक्यूटिव हूँ वरदान हॉस्पिटल में।
ओके,
हाँ सर, मैं हिंदी में बोलना चाहती हूँ।
बोलो बोलो।
जैसे मेरे हॉस्पिटल में कोई भी इमरजेंसी होता है तो सबसे पहले जो हमारे यहाँ नर्स हैं, आरएमओ हैं और जो वार्ड बॉय हैं वो पेशेंट को पहले शिफ्ट करते हैं, और हमारे यहाँ जो इमरजेंसी का के लिए एक अलग से रूम है जहाँ पे लेके जाया जाता है पेशेंट को। फिर सबसे पहले आरएमओ और नर्सेस चेकिंग करते हैं, तब तक डॉक्टर आते हैं जो मेन डॉक्टर्स हैं, वो सब चेक करने के बाद पेशेंट को देखने के बाद वाइटल्स वगैरह सब हो जाता है, तब वो ऑर्डर डालते हैं किस डिपार्टमेंट में भेजना है सर्जरी के लिए। अगर है तो डायरेक्ट ओटी शिफ्ट किया जाता है। जिस डिपार्टमेंट में है, अगर आईसीयू के लिए है तो आईसीयू में शिफ्ट किया जाता है, वेंटिलेटर लगना है, जो भी होना है वो सारे सीक्वेंस से प्रोसेस होते हैं।
सो आपको क्या लगता है कि सबसे पहली एक्टिविटी कहाँ से शुरू होती है?
रिसेप्शन से सर।
रिसेप्शन से, ओके। सो सबसे पहली चीज एक्सीडेंट इमरजेंसी के रिसेप्शन में क्या होती है?
सबसे पहले सर तो फर्स्ट हम लोग का काम रहता है कि पेशेंट की सेफ्टी, तो उस पेशेंट को इमरजेंसी वार्ड में ले जाते हैं। पहले जब जहाँ पे देखते हैं माइनर ओटी जहाँ होता है वहाँ ले जाया जाता है। देन जो उनके रिलेटिव्स होते हैं उनसे सारे डिटेल्स वगैरह फॉर्म वगैरह फिलअप कराया जाता है, और डॉक्टर्स नर्सेस अपना काम करते हैं, फ्रंट डेस्क वाले अपना काम करते हैं, जो भी फॉर्मेलिटीज वगैरह होती है।
ठीक है, गॉट इट। सो हाउ अबाउट डॉक्टर निधि सोलंकी? आई हैव seen some doctors attending. I want doctor's opinion also here. Dr. Raghav, Dr. Samiksha Patil, please go ahead. So anyways, I don't think they're logged in, but I don't think they're physically or mentally here with us. Anyone else wants to add?
Sir,
now?
actually, there's a mic issue.
With whose mic? My mic?
No, ask me rejoin and back again. It's gonna mute for some time.
Your mic or my mic?
Sir, Raghav's mic.
Technical issues.
सर 1 पॉइंट और ऐड करना है।
हाँ, बोलो।
जैसे सबसे फर्स्ट हमें ऑब्जर्वेशन करना होता है, क्योंकि इमरजेंसी में जो भी लीगल केस आते हैं तो हमें सबसे उनका भी ध्यान रखना होता है, क्योंकि कैटेगराइजेशन करना बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है अगर लीगल केसेस में।
किस तरह की कैटेगराइजेशन?
सर एक तो वो ट्राइएज वाला कि रेड में रखना है, ग्रीन में रखना है या येलो में रखना है, उसी के अकॉर्डिंग क्योंकि ट्रीटमेंट ही स्टार्ट होगा। और दूसरा अगर लीगल केस है लाइक जैसे रेप केसेस होते हैं या फिर जो भी मैं कि पुलिस रिलेटेड केस होते हैं, तो उसमें जो मैं कि हमारा जो सबूत वगैरह होते हैं, प्रूफ होते हैं, वो हमें फॉरेंसिक में भेजने होते हैं, तो वो भी हमारे मिटने नहीं चाहिए। तो पहले हमें देखना है पेशेंट किस कंडीशन में आया, तो फर्स्ट स्टेप सबसे पहले ऑब्जर्वेशन होगा, जो वहाँ पे सीएमओ सर होते हैं इमरजेंसी में या फिर जो मेडिकल ऑफिसर्स होते हैं, वो सबसे पहले उनको बुला के ऑब्जर्वेशन कराना है। उसके बाद ही हमें जो भी ऑर्डर्स दिए जाएंगे वो हमें ये स्टार्ट करना है फिर।
So you mean to say, how about saving life or giving treatment? Will that take priority or the legal aspect will take priority?
सर बोथ आर द प्रायोरिटी।
बोथ में से एक प्रायोरिटी होगी, बिकॉज एक्शन आपका एक सबसे पहले होगा।
सर मोस्टली अगर देखा जाए ग्राउंड लेवल पे तो दोनों काम एक साथ ही स्टार्ट होते हैं। ट्रीटमेंट भी स्टार्ट होता है, जो दूसरे वाला काम है लीगल एस्पेक्ट वाला वो भी साथ ही हमारे स्टार्ट होता है। जो हमारी हेड ऑफ अथॉरिटी होते हैं या फिर जो टीएल होते हैं वो रिपोर्ट करेंगे या जो भी रिपोर्ट्स बनानी है वो सब बनाएंगे, और वन बाय साइड बाय जो जूनियर या फ्रंट वर्कर्स होते हैं वो ट्रीटमेंट स्टार्ट करते हैं, जो भी डॉक्टर ऑर्डर्स देते हैं। तो दोनों काम साथ ही होते हैं, वैसे तो प्रायोरिटी तो सर हमें पेशेंट ट्रीटमेंट को ही देनी चाहिए, बट दोनों केसेस काम होता है। अगर 10 मिनट की आपने क्वेश्चन पूछा था ना कि 10 मिनट में क्या होता है, तो
फर्स्ट
स्टार्टिंग 10 मिनट यही होता है।
ओके, एनीवन एल्स? परफेक्टली फाइन जो आपने बोला। और कोई ऐड करना चाहता है?
सर अगर कोई एक्सीडेंटल केस कहीं पे हो रहा है, इन केस उसके फैमिली मेंबर या कोई रिलेटिव्स ना हो, उस केस में क्या किया जाए? उसका मेडिकल हिस्ट्री, बैकग्राउंड या फिर कुछ भी डिटेल्स अगर अवेलेबल ना हो हमारे पास, तब कैसे क्या करें?
First and foremost, the priority will revolve around saving that life and treating that patient. You will first react to the patient इस manner में that his life becomes important. All actions will start in which the life and treatment will start first. Parallelly, yes, as she said, maybe we can add on from that part, that you legal aspects, but because there is nobody साथ में कोई नहीं लेके आया, and activities will, ऐसा नहीं कि वो delay होंगी. It has to start. The first priority will lie in treating the patient. Bottom line revolves around that. Okay. Anyone wants to
Yes, sir,
finally?
we
Yeah,
have
yes, sir, yes, sir, yes,
नहीं,
sir.
नहीं,
I'll start with
एक
questions
second,
only.
sir, एक second. She wanted
I
to say
want to put just a reminder of her human problem or question.
no, let her first speak. Let her speak. बोलो what you wanted to say.
सर वो जो पेशेंट आया है, नहीं आई है जो भी, उसको मेडिकल हिस्ट्री, बैकग्राउंड तो हम लोग को पता नहीं होता। मान लीजिए अगर फर्स्ट ट्रीटमेंट हम लोग जो भी प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं, कुछ में ड्रग इंटरेक्शन या एलर्जीज है, तो उसको कैसे हम लोग मैनेज
Okay,
करेंगे?
we'll answer your question. We will still go with the emergency
Okay.
part of the treatment where we will start off. हमारे पास तरीके होते हैं फाइंड आउट करने के कि क्या ये कंडीशन किस लेवल पे जा रही है. सो वी एग्जामिन एंड वी इमीडिएटली गेट टू नो, and then accordingly we start, even if there is somebody associated. So many times it used to happen in COVID that families used to put the patient on the hospital के दरवाजे के ऊपर and it was life threatening. Now at that point in time, do you think that we will not treat that patient, or we will wait कि कोई relative आएगा? भाई जिंदगी सबसे पहले, जान important है. Emergency में that takes priority into anything before any other action starts. Okay, now I would ask sir to sum up with all the concrete points that actions to be taken in first 10 minutes for understanding of everybody.
Yes, sir. What Sweta has asked, I'll tell her that in such case, patient is still admitted as an unknown patient, and
Yes.
his or her belongings are checked, whether if he's having an Aadhaar card or some form is there and some emergency number saved over there, so you can call over there. And so it's not that, as sir has said, that the treatment will not wait that he's an unknown patient or unknown person. So that's the one thing. Or if such situation is there, he'll be brought by either a police personnel from the site of accident, if it was the case of accident, or some passerby also brings sometimes. It happens because I have worked in big corporate hospitals. I'll not name it, but there in the emergency department also I was assisting. And in now almost all emergencies, there is a technician called emergency medical technician, EMT, who is very much efficient to handle an emergency. Like he'll be doing all those ABC or CPR or even putting endotracheal tubes. And why sir was insisting on 10 minutes? Because this is the KPI of working in an emergency department, as well as the requirement of NABH, National Accreditation Board for Hospital and Healthcare Providers. So any patient coming to the emergency has to be attended by MO or EMT within 10 minutes. Obviously, the consultants will check or give his consultation, and that also time limit is given to 30 minutes. So these two times, so that's why sir was insisting on 10 minutes, 10 minutes. And obviously once that, if you know which patient is there, and if you don't know even also, then also the tracing has to be done. What is the priority, P1, P2, P3 or P4? Like if time permits, I'll tell what is all this later on. P1 is obviously the most
Sir,
urgent
I
one.
request you to just summarize in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points, then we will move ahead. What are the
Yes,
activities in
yes.
first 10 minutes? आपने starting में जो बताया कि patient को receive किया, patient को initially examine किया. We have started with the part of the protocol as part of the triage we have carried out. All कौन
Yeah.
सी activities हैं?
After triaging the patient, whatever we like, it's not that, and what all constitutes the medical cases, medical legal cases. They are accidental, suicidal, homicidal, poisoning, snake bite, or the sexual offenses. So these are the cases we should be careful about. This constitutes medical legal, and so you should be doing the medical legal part of the things, initiating injury reports. In army, there used to be a separate forms that was called IAFY 2006. I still remember, sir, but it's not that the numbered form in civils available. But there is injury report as well as the police information forms are there. So that has to be filled if it is a medical legal case. Simultaneously, the treatment, as sir was telling, A, B, C, D, E, everything has to be done. That is airway, breathing, circulation. In fact, if there is damage or disabilities present over there, and the evacuation or the proper examinations, that has to be done obviously, and the treatment first aid to be started by the MOs available over there or the EMT also. And after stabilizing the patient, consultations, whatever is required, investigations required, treatment required, or shifting from that place to ICU or general ward, wherever required, has to be sent over there. So this should be the sequence of events from my side.
Okay, perfectly fine. Broad activities has been listed. Unless we understand the flow, we will not be difficult. It will be very difficult to understand what are our responsibilities and roles which fit into accident emergency. So here are we that we have listed first 10 minutes activities. My activity will still start from much before the reception also. Nobody has brought out the fact that the first and foremost to receive the patient, where does the patient straight away land up in an emergency? You may have to move out to get the patient as well. How much of stretchers are available, your wheelchairs are available, who are the people who are supposed to lift those stretchers and get the patient inside, what activities are there which needs to be understood. So have you demarcated or made arrangements for that? Then comes the patient inside the hospital, and then the care part and triage and everything which will simultaneously starts happening. Many activities, as somebody was trying to bring in middle, happens together as well because of the constraint of time. Now, if that be so, my understanding, I hope by now is clear of everybody as to what activities will flow. My flow of questions and thought process to you will be on these lines, that we will discuss certain facts, some pre-hospital issues, planning, designing, staffing, key protocols which we follow, procedures, and quality related issues, patient safety, and then try and conclude the presentation. Now, this is where we stand. 3.5 million people die in accidents every year, 1.2 million deaths from road traffic accident, 1.2 lakhs road traffic accident deaths in India. We are the leading in the world, and 50% victims are of this age group. Now, this is where we stand, so you can understand the volume. Only from road traffic, I am trying to give you an example. There will be so many emergencies which keep coming in the accident emergency department. So, if you try and relate, an emergency is something जो theoretical frameworks में हम समझने की कोशिश करें, it is nothing but which requires an urgent medical care. Here we are talking about emergency from medical point of view. Anyone requiring urgent medical care, failing which it could result in loss of life or limb. That emergency care which is to be given immediately, if that care is not provided, it will lead to loss of life of a person or a damage to the body part which may happen. So this is that situation which is urgent, which requires high-end medical care, and basically if that care is not provided, it will lead to its life. So that is an emergency. Now, if that is an emergency, The aim of this department where it is working, accident emergency, is primarily to deliver medical aid to the victim of any eventuality, any emergency, as fast as possible, and thereby increasing the chances of survival and ensuring that they return back speedily back into their normal life. So, if I have to say in one line, it is basically to preserve life and limb of a person. So, everything is talking about life here. So, you can understand the gravity. It may be a sudden cardiac chest pain which has landed in emergency, it may be a road traffic accident, it may be a hypertensive emergency which has happened, it may be poisoning which has happened, it may be anything which leads to an emergency which requires urgent medical care. If the care is not provided, it may have an impact on that person's life. That is where emergency stands, and that is the primary aim of this department, is to see that the care is provided smoothly in this department. Are we clear till here? This is a basic understanding of the accident emergency. Now, this
Yes,
is where
sir. Yes, sir.
the flow happens. You all talked from first 10 minutes, you were talking about the hospital part of it. Accident emergency starts from much before, that is pre-response, pre-hospital, hospital. Then after that is the critical care, and then subsequently when the patient goes into rehabilitation. So what happens? At some point in some place where you're working in an office area, there is an emergency which has happened. Now that is an emergency also, some response has to happen. So there somebody has given initial first aid, or in the public on the roadside a CPR has been given. Then this patient is lifted, taken in an ambulance and brought to the hospital. This period in between, when the patient has been lifted and basic response has been given by somebody who's having the background of as a first responder, a basic life support and an ambulance movement, while a care is provided, when the patient is being transported before the hospital. Now he's not even entered the hospital. This is called as pre-hospital care. Now the patient comes inside the hospital, and that is where the emergency department and the activities happen, which we have all spoken about. That is called as the hospital part of the care. And in that, once we have stabilized, depending on the situation, patient goes to accident emergency, moves to ICU, moves to OT, wherever the patient moves. That is the critical care which happens. And then after the care is given in the hospital, the patient is rehabilitated so that he returns back to his normal life. Activities of daily living are restored. Now that is where rehabilitative phase. So these are the stages of a response mechanism in an emergency for a hospital setting. Our actions equally are important at the pre-hospital stage, not just from the hospital point of view. So if somebody asks you to discuss accident emergency department, please bring out these stages and these phases in this manner as well, not just start from the hospital. So pre-hospital care I have discussed. It is a care which is provided much before the patient comes to the hospital. So primary aim is that we give first aid immediately so that he is speedily moved and evacuated in that ambulance, and he is brought back to the hospital with the competent staff in whichever manner. Maybe an ambulance, that ambulance is equipped enough with medical supplies. Now there is an emergency technician as far as possible, which is there in that ambulance. In case, depending on the gradation of an ambulance also, there may be a doctor or a nurse, and the ambulance is able to communicate with the hospital that we are reaching, how much time it will take, what kind of an emergency, and they keep the emergency department informed. So they are in continuous connection with each other. So you would have seen on the roadside many a times an ambulance carrying an emergency. So that is the pre-hospital part of that hospital to which the emergency is coming up. So this is pre-hospital care, care provided before the patient reaches the hospital, care provided at the site, care provided en route, and it is basically comfortable and medical evacuation which is happening with all the equipments and drugs which are there in the ambulance with trained people and they are monitoring the patient continuously. This is pre-hospital care. Now, we talked about triage. We all discussed about moment the patient reaches the hospital. We are doing the prioritization. Why do we triage? We triage basically to prioritize so as to see if there are many numbers which are coming in together. We understand that which one should take a priority, because everything happens and the time is very important. This is one department which is struggling and fighting with every second. An action which is happening is impacting the life of an individual. So if I have to prioritize out of this, that which one should I take emergency urgently, that will come. So we grade it into various time frames through the triage, which is prioritizing the patients. So very important or then urgent ones come into the red category as immediate. Then there are different others in front of you. And if I say that it can add upon the fifth category also, where sometimes it also happens that when there is a crisis or a disaster, we get a patient which is died also. So that also added into triage. That means we do not waste much resources and time on that patient. So we prioritize including every patient which comes. So that we exactly pick up 20% first ones which should be given the prioritization. So we also have today triaging system which has come through bar coding and all. So there are different ways, but basic triage remains the same, and move the patient accordingly, which side in the emergency they are supposed to be going. If I have to ask a question here, a road traffic accident occurs on a highway. 5 critically injured patients arrive simultaneously at 2 a.m. सुबह 2 बजे to accident emergency. As an hospital administrator, what are your first priorities towards accident emergency? How should that department handle these 5 cases? Anyone? Yes, please.
सर एज अगर हॉस्पिटल एडमिटर बात करेंगे तो हमें पहले से इन्फॉर्म कर देना है इमरजेंसी एरिया में, अगर हमें इंफॉर्मेशन मिल गई है एक्सीडेंट से रिलेटेड कि आप बेड रेडी कर लो, इन्फॉर्म कर देंगे कि 5 केसेस ऐसे आ रहे हैं, तो जो हमारा इमरजेंसी स्टाफ रहेगा वो रेडी रहेगा ऑलरेडी, जिससे हमारा टाइम सेव हो जाएगा। और वहाँ पे हम पेशेंट को कैटेगराइज भी कर सकते हैं, अगर हमारा जो स्टाफ गया तो वहाँ पे हमारा कैटेगराइज हो जाएगा, तो इससे क्या टाइम सेव हो जाएगा, पेशेंट का लाइफ भी सेव हो सकता है।
Okay, fine. Anything else? Do you think, firstly, my question here is, all those who are people have worked in the hospital, can anybody differentiate to me what is the difference between emergency we have discussed, what is the difference between crisis and disaster?
So crisis is that which can be managed, but disaster is something wherein the resources are not sufficient to actually manage all the cases which we receive.
Excellent. So something which requires your external support, मेरे से अपने आप से इन मेरी काबिलियत पे नहीं हो पाएगा, that becomes a disaster, which is within my capability to handle, is something which is called as crisis. So we had a case which comes as an emergency. From such cases, we had 5 of those cases coming together as road traffic accident. But I know I'm a 500 bedded hospital. मैं 5 patient emergency के आराम से manage कर सकता हूँ. So for me, it is a crisis. Immediately, if I have these 5 cases going to let's say a 25 bedded hospital or a 50 bedded hospital, for them, they may need some help from outside. Or in the same manner, if I have 20 patients coming together of road traffic accident, बस गिर गई एक, वो 20 patient मेरे पास सीधा emergency में आ रहे हैं. So depending, if I'm a 100 bedded hospital, for me, it may become a situation that I've landed in a disastrous. I need external help. But if I'm a 500 bedded hospital, I may be able to manage those 20 cases. Though it may overwhelm my response, but I may be able to manage it. So it is very important to understand. We discussed what is accident. We discussed what is emergency. We discussed what is crisis. we discuss what is disaster. It is spectrum of continuity of all these together where it comes into play. So 5 patients of road traffic accident. In the beginning, they come at 2 a.m. We will activate all our things which has been brought in as part of crisis, which will be there in the hospital setting. My emergency is equipped to handle such cases. So I will see to it that those drills and protocols are activated immediately. Otherwise, if the SOPs and protocols in this department are not maintained, this same crisis, which is within the capability of a hospital to manage, will get converted to disaster. So it becomes very important from a hospital administrator's point of view that you have all resources which are supposed to be there at emergency made available to them. I hope I'm making myself clear what we are discussing here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, what defines a good emergency department? What do you think should be couple of 4-5 pointers which you think should be there in a good emergency department? Anyone? Yes, go ahead. What defines a good emergency department?
सर इन माय पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू फर्स्ट टीम वर्क बहुत अच्छा होना चाहिए, आपस में कोऑर्डिनेशन बहुत अच्छा होना चाहिए.
Okay.
और सेकंड थिंग, हमें टाइम जितना मिनिमम लगा सकते हैं, टाइम सेविंग होना चाहिए
Very good.
हर स्टेप में. थर्ड इज एक्सपर्टाइज भी चाहिए हमें, क्योंकि जिसके लिए हम पहले मॉक ड्रिल्स वगैरह करा सकते हैं स्टाफ को, एक्सपर्ट स्टाफ हमारे होने चाहिए, स्किल्ड स्टाफ होने चाहिए.
Okay.
वहाँ पे हम वेट नहीं कर सकते एक सेकंड मोमेंट का भी कि किसी को हम समझाएंगे तब वो स्टाफ करेंगे, नहीं. इसी के लिए हमें मॉक ड्रिल्स और ये सब कराया जाता है कि ताकि जब वो सिचुएशन आएगी तो एकदम हैंडल हम लोग कर लेंगे. और हमारे पास फोर्थ पॉइंट, इक्विपमेंट रिसोर्सेज अच्छे होने चाहिए, खराब नहीं होने चाहिए, सामान सब अच्छी कंडीशन में होना चाहिए. और सर
I think
all these things.
very good. Basic, what I was trying to talk, I will keep asking in between to see whether you have understood what I have discussed from the theoretical point of view. As a hospital administrator, a good emergency department, I would look for expected responses. That the first point which he said is the timeliness and fast, quick response mechanism. From getting the patient down from the ambulance to moving in to doing all activities, what is the response time which becomes important? So how fast is the entire action happening? Second is how efficient is the triage which is right in front of you, which has happened. Third is what availability of resources is given to the department and whether it is optimal or not. And fourth activity is important is individually fine, but as a team, how my people are coordinating with each other, because emotions are high, time is less, it's a life-threatening emergency. So teamwork in normal setting becomes fine, but in a crisis, it is difficult to have. So what is the team coordination? It is there. And the last important factor which I will feel which is very important is which defines emergency department is patient safety. So these are the areas I think which will become very important towards understanding how a good an emergency department is.
सर 1 पॉइंट और ऐड करना है.
Yes.
रिकॉर्डिंग एंड रिपोर्टिंग भी होनी चाहिए अच्छी. अगर सब काम करके अगर हमारा ये काम नहीं हुआ तो फिर वो
So somewhere recording of the patient moving in.
रिकॉर्डिंग रिपोर्टिंग भी होना चाहिए.
Fine. So documentation and reporting simultaneously.
Yes, sir.
Fine. So if we move, there are various activities which have been listed. I'll keep continuing with theory simultaneously. And this is what we all are aware of. That it is, I have spoken in before also, it's a front door, critical care, important area. पुलिस के साथ liaison, medical legal cases, ambulance services are part of the accident emergency. Continuously, anything and everything is communication outside to the pre-hospital part and within the hospital if you're moving the patients. And simultaneously, the training activities and department is very important for all the drills and procedures. Now, there are 4 types of accident emergency department. Type 1 is large hospital with all specialists available round the clock. सारे specialists वहीं पे available हैं, बड़ा hospital setting है. That emergency department is called as type 1. Type 2 is emergency room physician is available 24 into 7. Only emergency room physician is available. However, the other specialists are on call. But still there is an emergency physician which is there in the hospital setting. Type 3 is all things are standby emergency facilities with physician is also on call. Now here physician is also on call. We may have a medical officer available, but physician is on call. Type 4 is only referral emergency service. मेरे पास patient आया, मैंने उसको first aid दिया और आगे भेज दिया. Let's say may happen at a sub-center level when we have that only initial first aid can be given. So depending on the hospital, we divide it into type 1, type 2, type 3 and type 4 accident emergency. Everything available, all specialists available. Huge emergency department. जैसे JPN Trauma Center of AIMS for example. That will be type 1. Type 2 is when you have specialists are all on call. If I have to call a cardiologist is on call, I have to call a neurosurgeon is on call, but I have my primary physician who's available to me 24 into 7. Type 3, when that physician is also on call, a basic medical officers are managing. And type 4 is only referral part which I can handle. Beyond that, I cannot deal with this. Understood? Okay. So where do you think should, when we are planning for an accident emergency department, how and where it should be planned? This is the first thing when we discuss. Well, I'm sure by now everyone understands that it has to be located on the ground floor. Like any other department, we can have it on the first floor or the top floor or wherever it is. Accident emergency will always be on the ground floor. It will be the first point of contact which will have an access to the main access of the hospital or from where the patient moves in, from whichever road it is. It will have separate approach. It cannot be the same approach from where the OPD, the patients are entering. That accident emergency also the patients are entering from the same place. So there will be a separate entrance and approach to the emergency department. And when we talk about parking, emergency generally has its own parking where the turnaround radius is such that an ambulance can move in and move out. It is not in the same OPD chaos where it moves in. So you would have noticed when the patient moves in within the hospital, it follows a path. There is adequate signposting. The ambulance moved specifically with the dedicated parking which is there with the accident emergency, and it is maybe closely located depending on the operational efficiency to other departments which are there, which may be your ICU, which may be your laboratories and x-rays and other places. The signposting of accident emergency will be bright, bold, and with a specific format which it is there, and it will be 24 into 7 day and night visible. That's a mandatory norm. If possible, depending on the center or a trauma area where it is, the gradation, certain hospitals have their own helipads, certain hospitals have it affiliated or close by or wherever it is there from where the patient moves in. And it will have close interdepartmental relationship with operation theater, diagnostics, blood bank, ICU, and so much so forth that the other places are involved. But these are the 4-5 primary areas because ये patient emergency से निकल के या तो OT में जाएगा या ICU में जाएगा. Simultaneously या उसकी requirement X-ray की होगी या lab test की होगी. We may have to have blood banks where blood may have to be activated simultaneously. So all this becomes very important that we have these departments as part of interdepartmental relationship and is easily accessible from accident emergency. So this is the planning premise to which the accident emergency needs to have. Any addition, deletion anyone wants to do here? Okay. What is the biggest challenge in our emergency departments which we see, which are there?
Sir, Sweta has put up a question whether we may be refer patient to other hospitals for better treatment.
Where is that question? I can't. Should I request all of you to ask a question rather than writing, because when I'm talking I can't read things. So your question is, Shweta?
सर कुछ कुछ केसेस में ऐसा होता है कि पेशेंट को हम लोग हॉस्पिटल में मतलब एडमिट करने के लिए लेके आते हैं, इमरजेंसी पे हम लोग उसको चेकअप करवाते हैं, फास्टर ट्रीटमेंट उसको दे के या तो एडमिट करेंगे या फिर हायर या फिर बेटर ट्रीटमेंट के लिए कहीं और रेफर कर देते हैं। उस केस में हेलो,
उस केस में
हाँ सर, अगर कुछ केस ऐसे भी आते हैं कि मान लीजिए हमें उसको इमरजेंसी आउटडोर पे लेके आए, डॉक्टर ने बस उसको चेक कर लिया और उसको साथ ही साथ हम लोग के यहाँ पे वो ट्रीटमेंट नहीं हो सकता, आप कहीं और लेके जाओ बोल के डायरेक्टली रेफर कर देते हैं। वो केस में कैसे हम लोग ये करेंगे?
एग्जैक्टली आपके सामने है ये। Where do you think, what type of accident emergency department is this?
सर रोड एक्सीडेंट।
No.
रोड एक्सीडेंट या फिर ट्रेन पे कोई जा रहा है तो ट्रेन से कोई गिर गया, कट गया, कुछ ऐसे इंजरीज
आपके सामने मैंने 4 टाइप के एक्सीडेंट इमरजेंसी डिपार्टमेंट आपको बताए।
हाँ सर।
जिस केस में मुझे वो पेशेंट को इनिशियल फर्स्ट एड देके रेफर करना पड़ता है हायर सेंटर में, जिसमें मेरी कैपेबिलिटी नहीं है उसको हैंडल करने की, मेरी काबिलियत नहीं है, मैंने इनिशियल फर्स्ट एड देके उसको आगे भेज दिया। दैट इज माय टाइप 4 एक्सीडेंट इमरजेंसी डिपार्टमेंट। सो दैट आल्सो हैपेंस। It all depends on where my accident emergency I want to fit in. मेरा टाइप 1 है, टाइप 2 है, टाइप 3 है, टाइप 4 है। सो ये टाइप्स इसलिए इंपॉर्टेंट हैं क्योंकि इससे हमें अपनी कैपेबिलिटी पता चलती है, इससे हमें उसमें हमें क्या रिसोर्सेज देने हैं वो पता चलते हैं, और इससे हमें ये समझ में आता है कि मेरे स्टाफ को ये पता है कि एक्शंस क्या क्या लेने हैं अगर इमरजेंसी आती है तो, या क्राइसिस होता है या डिजास्टर होता है। सो दैट इज व्हाई यू आर राइट। In such cases, we will initially give first aid and move the patient to a higher center where there is a capability to handle or manage this case better.
सर कुछ केसेस ऐसा भी होता है कि हाँ ये तो आ गए हैं लेकिन हम लोग ट्रीटमेंट नहीं कर सकते, इसको हैंडल नहीं करना, इसको रेफर कर दो, यहाँ तक उसको देखते भी नहीं है, वो भी होता है।
No, that is exactly where hospital management function is important. If you are not ये यहाँ पे नहीं होगा, ये हर जगहों पे हर डिपार्टमेंट के अंदर होगा। So what is the activity a department is doing without seeing a patient and you are sending the patient from outside? By the way, आज की डेट में सुप्रीम कोर्ट की रूलिंग है, any and every patient in emergency has to be seen by every hospital. It cannot happen कि मैं उसको रिफ्यूज कर दूं because वो गवर्नमेंट का पेशेंट है और मैं प्राइवेट हॉस्पिटल हूँ। तो सब लीगल, there is a Supreme Court ruling towards it. If somebody is doing that, he's playing with fire is all I can say. And that is why the management is equally important, and that's why we are talking about this today. हम लोग क्यों इसके बारे में बात कर रहे हैं? So आपके प्रोटोकॉल्स क्या हैं, आपके मैंडेटेड नॉर्म्स क्या हैं, आप पेशेंट को फर्स्ट एड प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं कि नहीं कर रहे हैं, लाइफ सेविंग एक्टिविटीज में आप क्या रोल प्ले कर रहे हैं, इट बिकम्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। यू आर बाउंड बाय लीगल punitive action in case you are refusing a case which is still in your capability at the emergency. No hospital can refuse. I'm again and again making myself very clear here.
Sir, one more question.
Yes, please.
सेम टाइम पे एक नॉर्मल केस एक्सीडेंटल वाला अराइव हो और साथ ही साथ एक हाई प्रोफाइल या फिर पॉलिटिकल कोई पर्सन हो जो पॉलिटिकल या फिर आप मारपीट या ऐसा कुछ इशू हो, तो उस केस में किसको हैंडल करना चाहिए और किसको मतलब इमरजेंसी फर्स्ट एड ट्रीटमेंट देना चाहिए?
उस केस में ये आपके सामने है।
मेजॉरिटी केस में सर पॉलिटिकल वालों को उसको प्रायोरिटी देकर उसको ही ट्रीटमेंट करेंगे।
It's a poor management of a place. Don't take examples from such places. political or whatever, if I have to run my hospital, I will give it to the red category, which requires urgent resuscitation. उसकी life important है मेरे लिए. वो poisonous case होगा बेशक या जो भी होगा, for that, or a snake bite case or a road trip accident. In case it is life threatening, that takes priority come what may. Nothing less, nothing more than that. Rest is all the desires of individuals. That is where a strong administration has to stand and take a call. Okay. So importantly, that's why I said triage becomes the key factor in accident emergency. Even if ये तो आपने 2 example बोले, हमारे पास 10 patients होते हैं, 10 beds हैं emergency में, and I have 12 patients which are always moving in, moving out. So उस time पे भी हमें कैसे handle करना है, will come through this. So if we are aware of all actions, मैं आपको इसलिए ये सारी चीजें बता रहा हूँ, so that when we are talking about it, we relate to them. और जब ग्राउंड पे when we handle such situations and things, जो हमें जो teachings हैं, जो understandings हैं, that takes priority. That's why we are discussing this topic today. I'm happy that आपकी सारी ये सब queries बाहर आ रही हैं. So come what may, it is the life which will take a priority than any political influence, right?
Yes, sir.
Anything else? Anyone has any query? Anyone who's attending today?
One more question, sir. At a time, मतलब दो जगह पे एट ए टाइम एक्सीडेंट हुआ है, और वही रोड पे एम्बुलेंस जा रहा है, तो नियर बाय उसी रोड पे ही पहला पेशेंट जो एक्सीडेंट होके मतलब ब्रेन इंजरी होके ब्लीडिंग वगैरह हो रहा है, तो नियर बाय लोग उससे बोले कि एम्बुलेंस आप लोग को विद इन 5 minutes डिस्टेंस हॉस्पिटल वाज देयर. तो वो बोला कि नहीं, मेरे को आगे एक पेशेंट है उसको लेके जाना है, लेकिन उसको जाते टाइम उसी रास्ते में ही वो हॉस्पिटल आएगा. वो उस पेशेंट को लेने के लिए मना कर दिया, जबकि वो पेशेंट ब्लीडिंग होते हुए वहीं पे इंजर्ड होके पड़ा हुआ था. तो उस केस में वो पेशेंट को बोल सकते हैं, या फिर हम लोग वो एम्बुलेंस या जो भी है उसके अगेंस्ट कुछ एक्शन ले सकते हैं, ऐसा कुछ?
I want an answer from you all only in this case. As a hospital administrator in that hospital, what will you do? That means somewhere the factors of जो मैंने सबसे पहले important core activities इस department की बोली थी, उसमें ये भी मैंने बोला था training and how we are. So what do you think should be trained to our people? वो driver तो चलो class 4 employee है, but उसको train तो हम कर रहे हैं ना. हमने क्या training दी है फिर? Every place, wherever it is, it takes again and again. You have to keep telling these words to them that it is the life saving, it is an emergency which will take a priority. And ऐसा होता है बहुत बारी कि हर चीज हमें सीधी तरह से नई लोगों को समझ में आती है. जिस भी तरह से you repeat it, you train them, you make them come into mock drills more and more. You create such situations where they handle such kind of things dummy patients के साथ, so that they also understand. हो सकता है उसकी समझ में वो चीज़ इतनी ज़्यादा ना हो. And everyone in this department, right from your specialist who's working to the driver who's getting the patient, have to be aligned in the same protocol. That is the challenge. From high-end understanding to lowest level understanding. That is why we are talking about this department today, right?
Yes, sir.
Any other issue anyone has got? I hope we are understanding what we are talking today. What are the biggest challenges of accident emergency department? Now I'll ask questions because I am not seeing enough responses coming. What are the biggest challenges in the emergency department which you see? Forty-two people are there, by the way. Abhishek?
Yes, sir.
Tell me.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
First of all, the HR is the main constraint in most of the hospitals in India. HR.
No, I am talking about biggest challenge is in the emergency department which we see.
Yeah. Okay, sir.
Okay, you're right. HR, you want to say that lack of
manpower and trained people. Number 2 is trained people.
Okay.
Or number 3, logistics.
What in
Managing
logistics?
all medicines and other equipment, there's logistics. Availability of the logistics in the
Okay.
emergency
Okay.
department.
Okay.
Experience.
Mainly, if it mainly these 3 things, sir, when all these 3 are available, life saving is possible. The prime goal of the department.
Okay. Fine.
Okay,
Anyone
thank
else wants to add anything?
Sir,
Yeah,
overcrowding.
good evening, sir. The lack of skills.
Sorry, sir, I had.
One by one, please. Bataiye.
Namaste, sir. First one is
Namaste.
overcrowding, sir.
In the department.
One by one, please, because then confusion starts off. First thing you said is overcrowding.
Yes, overcrowd.
Okay.
And shortage of staff, sir.
Shortage of manpower, lack of manpower,
Manpower.
trained manpower,
Yeah.
as somebody said. So overcrowding happens.
Yes.
It's a very important thing which he has brought out. It happens it's a very big challenge in the emergency department. Less
Yes,
number of
large number of
and more-
patients coming.
Yes, and that becomes a crisis by itself then. So overcrowding.
Yes, and
is a
same like
shortage.
communication problem, sir.
Communication problem is a challenge, which is
Yes, sir. Miscommunication between departments and staff, patient, like that.
I will say
And
that is lack of training, which is leading to a communication issue or a barrier within the hospital departments. So if
and
you're
same like difficulty of same like handling anxious family members.
okay, that's very important. So we need to understand that how do we manage that. We are only focused towards patient आया उसको treat किया और आगे भेज दिया X-ray और lab में. But there is a very important thing he has raised is that highly charged and emotional family members of a road traffic accident, for example, who have come along.
Yes.
They are equally charging on you. So if I have to say, I think violence is also a factor which is growing today in the
Yes, sir.
emergency department.
Violence and security issues.
Security issues. Then
Yes.
somebody said in the beginning, documentation, because
Yes.
everybody is busy only treating and the emergency, so that we are all involved into it, that somewhere the documentation remains as
And legal issues.
legal issues. So overcrowding, delays in handling the case, lack of manpower, your violence, your bed shortages, your documentation issues, your medical legal issues. These are very important challenges.
Infection control also, sir.
Not really at the beginning, I'm saying, but infection can happen subsequently when the patient moves into the hospital. But first and foremost, these are the important concerns which will where the biggest challenge lies in our department's emergency accident emergencies.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
may I add one point, sir?
Yes, please.
Sir, I don't have much experience, but once I took one of my neighbor to emergency department. There, the reception, those girls, they didn't attend it properly. They were like laughing and they were like not listening the problem properly. So those old couple was there, and the lady was actually injured. So they lost the confidence in the hospital. On the hospital, and they went somewhere else actually.
See, that is why I'm saying since yesterday when we are talking, hospital is such a complex organization that आपने बहुत अच्छा काम किया, specialist ने बहुत अच्छा treatment दिया, and everything has happened properly. But your own front desk or admission desks and so many places where people are working, they don't have the soft skills to handle the emotional aspect of a patient. The patient goes away. हमने बहुत technically बहुत सब कुछ अच्छे से किया. But this part, so when you're an hospital administrator, this becomes an important job for you, that you need to continuously ensure that in OPDs, my emergencies, my wards, what are the soft skills my people are carrying, and be ruthless towards it. If there is an issue which is there, what is the background to it? What is the root cause you have carried out? And how do you improve upon? That is our responsibility simultaneously also to see that. It's not away from the hospital administration. So maybe
Yeah.
some bit of training can be added, maybe they can be incorporated,
Yeah.
maybe.
Sir, even
Sir,
once
can I
I
add
saw
something?
that one
Let her come.
second. Even once I saw that one of the senior most doctor, and there was an accident and they were doing triage, and like patients were panic. So and he also got panic and he started shouting on the patients, and patients ran away from there. Actually, many of them. He started shouting this that because those were villagers. They were like not very much able to understand in a single minute only,
So
and
that is
like
that is that is wrong, and that is exactly what you should, now that once you'll be a qualified administrator in a hospital,
yes
your
sir.
immediate focus will shift towards such areas, and they are very important areas. Let me tell you, we face every day, we face complaints, grievances from the patients, official legal complaints. Everything happens because of these factors, and they may be as appearing as small but are very big from the point of view of the patient. Please put
Lack
your
of
energy and
empathy.
focus into such things and train them adequately. Do some sensitivity training,
Yes
and
sir.
if lastly you have trained, you have handled, and still you think people have not behaved adequately, bring
Yes sir.
them for the requisite punitive actions also. There
Sir,
are
Yes
no
sir.
soft
free
skill
lunches.
trainings must be there time to time. So
Empathy and
nowadays,
inclusivity.
patient satisfaction survey is also being done. For that, feedback forms are being filled.
Fine. Okay. So anything else you want to add, anyone? Or should I move ahead? Okay. So here is it. We discussed about the location. We come down to the second part. We have, with location, we have discussed about the interdepartmental relation. We come to the layout. दो तरह के layout होते हैं accident emergency में. One is called the core type. One is called the arena type. Now, core, anybody can differentiate what is core and arena if you have worked in the emergency settings. When the space, treatment space is around the central nursing station. See the core type, it's written in front of you. There is a central nursing station and all the treatment beds are right spaces around. Corridor outside the treatment area for patient entry. Support rooms along the periphery of the corridor. And greatest freedom of movement for emergency personnel. So patients are directly in the line of sight from the nursing station, और बाकी की जो support activities हैं वो साथ में होती हैं, but they are not right in front. They are like your blood sample आपने collect करना है, या your X-ray you have placed along, your other things, your ECG room is there inside. So all those are on the side, and the treatment room services are right in front of the nursing station. The arena type is core plan design without the peripheral corridor. जो peripheral corridor जिसमें ये बाकी के support functions होते हैं वो arena type में नहीं है. However, the rooms, the cubicles are bigger and the nursing care can see those cubicles across in a semicircle manner. So that patients को वो directly देख सकते हैं, directly उस तक move कर सकते हैं, and उसका design ऐसा है कि the staff fatigue is also less. So जितने छोटे emergency departments होते हैं उसमें हम arena type of design रखते हैं, and if we have a bigger setup where we require all other support service also, जिसमें आपका blood sample drawn, your X-ray is there, and your ECG and so many other things which are required are also placed. That is called as a core type. So this is just for a basic understanding that it should be there. Key areas हमने डिस्कस किया, अब उसको हम फिर से एक बार रिपीट करेंगे. We receive the patient first. How the patient flows. That we have received the patient from the trolleys, we move it inside, we carry out triage. That is the activity which is happening at reception and between reception and patient moving inside. Then the patient has been given a waiting area which has got all the things which are required. Then there is a resuscitation area, which is where actually the patient ka emergency treatment will be done. So it will have trolleys which can move 360 degrees within that place. It may have an X-ray, and depending on आपका किस type का accident emergency है 1, 2, 3, 4, आपके resuscitation room में facilities उसके हिसाब से और add हो जाती हैं. But basic oxygen and support functions of criticality, which is to be taken care for the patient to survive, will be there in the resuscitation. So it's a very important area where the patient is immediately handled and managed. Uske baad patient moves into the treatment bay or treatment area, which is there, which has got within the accident emergency, and after it has been resuscitated, it is kept across in the acute treatment, or it can be shifted out to the place in the wards in the hospital, depending on आपका क्या protocol है. If the treatment place has got enough space, is fine. Otherwise, there is a observation area also created where also patient can be kept. Why this is separate is so that patients who are normal by now, जिसको emergency की जरूरत नहीं है इतनी ज़्यादा, but they still need to be observed for a period of time, they are kept away from resuscitation, जहाँ पे हम we try and immediately treat and then move the patient out so that next one can come in. And then some places we have that type 1 accident emergency जिसमें हमें और resources add करनी पड़ती हैं, which has got all super specialists or specialist activities also involved simultaneously. But if we have to summarize, we have a reception, we have a triage area, we have a waiting area, we have a resuscitation area जहाँ पे patient को resuscitate करते हैं. We may have, from resuscitation, we may have an acute treatment, we may have an observation, and then we may add up to the special facility